All right, guys, when it comes to what's going on in politics today, we all know that the House of Representatives over the last couple of days have passed the debt ceiling being raised. And that was due to conversations with Mitch McConnell and Chuck Schumer in the Senate. We're going to give you some details about that. Also, when it comes to those $1,400 extra stimulus checks, we're going to give you a little bit more details about those. And also, we're going to discuss something that's just as important as receiving money, not losing your money. And when it comes to holiday scams, well, they're out there waiting for you. We're going to give you some details on which scam that is mostly used during the holidays here on Mostly Money. You're watching Mostly Money, where you're going to get all facts, no fake, no phony, and no fluffed up information when it comes to what is going on in politics today. And if you're interested in getting the truth on a daily basis, well, you've made it to the right channel. All you need to do for yourself is subscribe. Click that bell notification so you get the latest and greatest information coming from Mostly Money. We're going to always be here for you and your loved ones. Yes, over the past couple of days since Tuesday, the House has passed the debt ceiling being raised. And we all know that the debt ceiling is the monies that have been spent over the past couple of years, 2020, 2021. Now, the Republicans will try to sell you on the fact that the debt ceiling has to do with the future payments, and it does not. For example, the next time they talk about the debt ceiling next year, they will be discussing it for the debts that they acquired for 2022. Never get tricked in thinking that the debt ceiling has to do with future payments. It doesn't. It always has to do with payments or debts that the U.S. acquired in the past, never in the future. Now, when it comes to the debt ceiling, it took Chuck Schumer and Mitch McConnell to come together to get this done, because if they hadn't by the 15th, well, the country would have been in default.
First, I'm just going to say a brief word on the debt limit. Our concern all along has been doing this through a process that is, we were worried about a process that would be convoluted, lengthy, and risky. And we believe we shouldn't be doing anything that puts our full faith and credit in jeopardy. Our goal has been to increase the debt limit. We want a simple majority without a convoluted, risky, lengthy process. And it looks like the Republicans will help us facilitate that. So we feel very good about where we're headed on debt ceiling. It's not done till it's done. But the idea of letting Democrats carry it ourselves is what we've always said, and that's the direction we are headed in.
In the end, instead of 60 votes, the debt ceiling is only going to need 51 votes to pass in the Senate. So they're going to need all the Democrats as well as Vice President Kamala Harris to get this passed. And the way that it looks, it will be passing the Senate just as easily as it passed the House and get it on the president's desk. Remember, they all go into recess on December 13th. Also, this proves that if Congress wants to come together and get something passed in a bill that will help America, they could actually do that. For example, they could have been able to do that when it came to stimulus payments, making sure that you receive your stateside money, making sure that individuals have benefits as far as increasing the amount that you receive in regards to Social Security, SSI, SSDI, retire railroad, representative payee. They could have did all that together, but they didn't. But with this debt ceiling, it proved that they could have actually come together and did this by the end of this year. And speaking of extra stimulus checks, those payments are still available for individuals to file. You have until December 31st to make sure that you have your 2020 taxes filed to make sure that you receive your correct amount of stimulus monies.
Hundreds of thousands of Americans are getting extra stimulus money. The latest batch of stimulus checks last week included nearly $1.2 billion in plus-up payments as more 2020 tax returns are processed.
The plus-up payments are money that is owed to the taxpayers for their stimulus checks, but they didn't get the full amount they were supposed to get.
The IRS began sending out the third round of stimulus checks in January, before most people filed their 2020 taxes. Several changes from 2019 tax returns could make you eligible for more stimulus money. if you had a baby in 2020, if you claimed another dependent in 2020, or if you made less in 2020 than 2019. And don't worry, you won't lose any stimulus money if you made more in 2020. But be ready to wait for your check. The IRS has until the end of the year to send plus-up payments.
If you don't get it by December 31st, then it will be on your next year's tax return.
Another reason for delay? If you didn't have the correct amount of stimulus money you've already received on your tax return this year.
If you put the wrong amount on there, if you said, I didn't get $500 or I didn't get $600, where actually you did get it and you just forgot that you got it, when it goes to the IRS, it's kicking out and saying, wait a minute, this doesn't match up. So that's another delay.
You can check the status of your stimulus and plus-up payments online through the IRS.
Some of you, many of you, received the wrong calculations in regards to your stimulus checks. Because you filed your 2019 stimulus checks and it was calculated by that number, you may have made less money in 2020 and you filed your taxes for 2020 after receiving that third $1,400 stimulus check. So therefore, many individuals are still owed money. That's why the government has the $1,400 plus up monies available for individuals such as yourselves. Also, people that had children in 2020, you are especially eligible to receive extra monies for the child or children, if you had twins or triplets, during that time period. Now, remember, guys, this money is going to be available once again to the 31st. You do not have to do anything if you have already filed your 2020 taxes. The government will automatically know who's supposed to get a check and who doesn't get a check. So you don't have to reach out to the IRS. You don't have to file anything in particular except for your 2020 taxes. And if you don't receive the money by the 31st, you will have to put it on your 2022 taxes to receive that extra $1,400. Now, when it comes to the holidays, as I was mentioning before, there are individuals out there that's trying to get your money under their Christmas tree.
Federal investigators warning gift card fraud is surging with tens of thousands already victimized. Tom Costello now, and how to protect yourself.
'Tis the season for gift buying, and tonight the Federal Trade Commission warns it's also the season for a surge in gift card scams. In just the first 9 months of this year, the FTC reports nearly 40,000 people were scammed, losing $148 million, almost surely an undercount. Here's how it works. Scammers email or call unsuspecting victims, posing as a love interest, company representative, even a government agent, telling the victim they owe money and must pay now, or they'll be arrested or their bank accounts frozen. The scammer tells the victims to buy gift cards at a local store, then read the card number to the scammer over the phone. Target gift cards were the most preferred by scammers. $2,500 the median amount lost by consumers. Then gift cards from Google Play, Apple, eBay, and Walmart.
Gift cards are for gifts. They're not for making payments. So if someone approaches a consumer saying that they need to make a payment using a gift card, it's a scam.
In Idaho, Julia Hillary got an email claiming there was a fraudulent charge on her Amazon account and providing a number to call back. When she did, the scammer told her to stay on the phone, go to the store, and buy a $500 gift card to fix the problem. Thankfully, the local store clerk recognized the scam and refused to sell her the card.
I think she noticed I was on the phone, had the phone up to my ear. I think she noticed that I was probably looking a little panicked. She knew the signs and she caught on right away.
The red flags, say fraud experts, unsolicited calls or emails saying you owe money. If anyone tells you to buy gift cards and read back the numbers, it's a scam. Social Security and the IRS will never call asking for personal information or money. Scammers target gift cards because they're not traceable. Once they're used, they're gone, and getting your money back is nearly impossible.
This year, billions of dollars in scams have taken place. For example, when it comes to individuals having their identity theft, also when it comes to online scams when it comes to the elderly and online scams, over $1 billion this year alone. And also another form of scams that continues to take place is $30 billion in just telephone scams alone. So they're out there. So when it comes to these gift cards, you want to be careful. You don't want to be the individual that loses your money, especially during this holiday season. Well, my name is Andre of Mostly Money. Thank you for subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell. I am on my way to the comment section. I'll meet you guys there. And if I don't get a chance to speak to you, you don't get a chance to speak to me, we're not going to fret about it. Oh no, because I'll be speaking to you again. Mayana. All right, guys, when it comes to what's going on in politics today, we all know that the House of Representatives over the last couple of days have passed the debt ceiling being raised. And that was due to conversations with Mitch McConnell and Chuck Schumer in the Senate. We're going to give you some details about that. Also, when it comes to those $1,400 extra stimulus checks, we're going to give you a little bit more details about those. And also, we're going to discuss something that's just as important as receiving money, not losing your money. And when it comes to holiday scams, well, they're out there waiting for you. We're going to give you some details on which scam that is mostly used during the holidays here on Mostly Money. You're watching Mostly Money, where you're going to get all facts, no fake, no phony, and no fluffed up information when it comes to what is going on in politics today. And if you're interested in getting the truth on a daily basis, well, you've made it to the right channel. All you need to do for yourself is subscribe. Click that bell notification so you get the latest and greatest information coming from Mostly Money. We're going to always be here for you and your loved ones. Yes, over the past couple of days since Tuesday, the House has passed